Happens every year, Jason. There are a few CEOs who are on the hot seat. And we're long-term investors, but let's face it, over the long term, if you're not delivering, that means in the short term, you're on the hot seat. Who do you got?
Well, I think in 2018, I certainly had Kevin Plank of Under Armour on the hot seat, and he's not off yet. So I'm calling him out again. I mean, I think that while we are seeing signs that he is embracing relying more on his team, in particular the CFO and COO of the company, Frisk and Bergman. I think that when you look at the expectations we've had for this business over the course of the last several years, as it's been a recommendation in a number of our services, this has been a phenomenal disappointment. And the real disappointing part there is that they were essentially self-inflicted. I mean, they just made some dumb investments for the sake of growing, as opposed to just making good strategic decisions and letting the growth come from making good decisions. And so I think he's on the right track. We need to make sure that team stays intact here. If we see that CFO or COO leave, then we've got a real big problem. But at this point, with the market seeming like it wants to recover, if we don't have any kind of a recession, in sight anytime soon, I mean, this is a company that should be performing a lot better than it is today. What about you, Ron?
I think Wells Fargo CEO Timothy Sloan probably should go. He was probably the wrong choice from the get-go, as he has been at the company during all of the controversies, and having taken over the CEO role in 2016 has really not done anything to turn the tide, both from an operations perspective. The company's not really doing very well, and as from a controversially perspective as well, things don't seem to be getting better. I think it's time for some outside blood to come in and kind of right the ship.
I think back to last year's show, and I mentioned that John Flannery, who was CEO of General Electric at the time, I mentioned he was certainly a CEO to watch, because I thought he was laying all his cards on the table, and I thought, boy, this is going to be a really interesting company to watch. And in hindsight, I probably should have said he was on the hot seat. I didn't think he was on the hot seat.
Yeah, that's how it goes.
He didn't make it to the end of the year.